Hi guys, this video is on how to use the steering wheel. It is something that frequently will catch people out simply because it looks such a straightforward thing to do. If you want to turn left, you move the wheel left. If you want to turn right, you move the wheel right. Simple, isn't it? Why do so many people struggle with it then? Well, for me, it largely just comes down to a bit of a coordination thing at the start. When you're first starting to learn to drive, you're using your feet, hands independently, you have to try and look in your mirrors, you have to try and listen to your instructor, you're watching the road. There's a lot of things that are going on at the same time, and people can just, be a little bit lacking in speed of thought when it comes to certain things, and steering is one of those. And then also just the dexterity it takes to move the wheel. Now, not everybody struggles with this, but it does catch some people out, and it's a question that I get asked time and time again. How do you use the wheels the correct way? Frequently, somebody will say to me, well, my mum said that you should never cross your hands on the wheel, and if you do, you're going to fail your driving test. Things have changed since certainly I learned to drive over 20 years ago. So we'll talk you through a couple of ways to use the wheel, acceptable ways to use the wheel, and hopefully you can put these into practice on your lessons. So, where should you hold the wheel? Preferable 2:45 for me. That's where I like to hold the wheel. But around 10 to 2's a good place to hold the wheel as well. Why I prefer 2:45, so 2:45 on a clock face, is my hands just sit nicely into these little cutouts on the wheel, and I've got good leverage on the wheel from there because I can just push down against these. And generally, if you're just going to drive around the car or something, you would use the wheel in that manner. You find taking your hand off the wheel to change gear, you shouldn't ordinarily be driving along with our hands off the wheel. I'll always get people to practice with one hand because you will have one hand on the wheel, so it's good practice to get. But in terms of your driving test, we shouldn't be driving along with our hands off the wheel. So from this position is where we should be steering. If I start steering to the left, I run out of arms. And this is where people make a mistake. They'll turn, they run out of arms, and then they try to reposition both hands at times. They'll try to come around here, and often doesn't work. We have to stop. From time to time, people struggle that much with it. You have to take them to a big car park or something and just get them used to turning left and turning right, and making the car go where they intend it to go. Once you've gone past that point, it's there where you would need to move the wheel through your hands. So as you can see, I'm moving the wheel through my hands. It's lovely and smooth to do. Basically, it's this way. If I want to turn left, I pull down with my left hand, and the right mirrors it. So if I need more steering, I can grab the wheel with the right hand at any time and continue in the same direction. Same for the opposite way. If I want to turn to the right, I go down with the right hand, mirror with the left, and I can then grab with the left and continue steering the wheel if I need any more, going around corners, manoeuvring, or whatever it might be. That's the preferred method. That's the most accurate way for a new driver to steer, to know where you're going to put the car. You're not going to get mixed up either. Your hands aren't going to be crossing over and underneath and upside down and everything else. So that's the preferred method to use. Very, very easy once you've got to grips with it. And it's one of those things that if you struggle with it, no doubt you will look back and you will think, my God, how did I actually struggle with that? I can't believe that I couldn't even turn the wheel on this car once upon a time. Okay, can you cross your hands on the wheel? Yes, you can. There's nothing wrong with doing that. As long as the car's under control and the wheel is under control, you can cross your hands on the wheel. It's not the preferred method for a number of reasons. If you let go, even now the car's not moving, but the wheel wants to straighten up, and certainly if you were going around the corner in motion, you let go of the wheel, it will try and straighten itself up. So that's not ideal. Also, if you've got your hands crossed over the wheel, if you're in an accident these days, all cars have got airbags. Your hands are coming with the airbag rather than the airbag actually saving you. Your hands are going to be forced rapidly with the airbag into your face. That's another reason it's not ideal to cross your hands. But certainly, you know, I don't have any problem with people crossing their hands on the wheel. If they're getting around the corner safely, that's fine. It's just that we wouldn't teach you specifically that way to do it. No doubt in the weeks, the months, the years that follow passing your driving test, you'll develop your own style, and you may well cross your hands on the wheel and do it very, very well. I know I can cross my hands on the wheel and have no issue with it. So, preferred method once again, turning left, left hand comes down, right mirrors, right pushes up if we need more. Turning right, right hand comes down, left mirrors, left pushes up if we need any more. Feed it back through when you need to straighten up. Don't let go. Feed it back through, keep the wheel under control. If you've started something like that around the corner, there's no point trying to feed the hands around the wheel. You're going to need to cross your hands. There's no issue with that whatsoever. Straightforward enough, but it does take a little bit of time to get to grips with it. Okay guys, I hope that made sense. Hope it was helpful. If it's something that you're struggling with, don't be scared to work on it. Don't be scared to move away from trying to just hone it on the roads. What I mean by that is, there's no point trying to muddle your way through your steering. If you're not accurate with the steering and you're on the roads, you're going to end up bouncing up the curbs. You could end up, you know, going too close to parked cars and all other things. So master that, good control of the wheel, and it'll stand you in good stead for solid, safe driving from the start of your lessons right the way through to when you pass your test and beyond. Okay guys, see you all soon.